So this is my beautiful Super Dream going into the van, and I'm going to wave bye-bye to it tomorrow. It's going back to someone who owned it back in 1982. What an amazing story. The rest is yet to come.
And I'm here to help. Ooh. And also, am I allowed to show you? No. Okay then, never mind.
I went half asleep for it.
Let's see what's happening. Can I show just your half of your body, not your face? Is that alright?
Yeah, or the back of my head's fine.
Okay. So, what? What?
I don't want it. And that's her loaded in. Going to strap her down now. And she awaits her new owner to take her to the next chapter. I've had her for about 13, 14 years or something, and my best mate had her before that for 5 years, so she's a bit weathered, but she is what she is, and I've enjoyed all the years of having her.
Goodbye, Honda.
This is the journey to take my little dream, my Super Dream, to someone who owned it back in the early 80s, and he contacted through Facebook on the Super Dream Facebook page, and we spoke with each other, exchanged numbers, and he asked if I would sell it back to him. Didn't really want to, but the more I thought about it, the more I thought, how could I not, really? So this is the epic journey, I suppose, to return it. This is what I used to ride on Super Dream. This is the scenery, and I used to really enjoy going for a wee tour around the Kintyre Peninsula. And I actually rode the Super Dream from Lincolnshire all the way up here, and I've had her, I think, 12, 13 years, something like that, maybe long, I don't know. So we're heading to Gretna Green. We're meeting Paul, and we're going to do the handover. So this is the last time she'll see this coastline anyway. Don't you invade my home? Stop if you hang outside. Don't come in. I don't even know that you get it now. You get it now. You get it now. You get it now. Stay along. Stay on mental health. I like it here with my childhood friend. Here they come. Just stay down. So you get it now. You get it now. You get it now. You get it now. He said the man come to take me away. Why do they follow me? It's not the future that I can see. It's just my fantasy.
Destination, you don't know where. As long when your voice sounds up, there's no holding. Would you have me dancing?
this trip again?
Remind you why? Well, a few months ago, I was away for the weekend with Kelly, I think.
And me.
And you, was you there?
I think
anyway,
so.
I was scrolling on Facebook. The first thing I do is have a coffee and have a look at Facebook in the morning. And one of the first things that came up was on the Honda CB250N Superdream Facebook page. Someone put a picture on saying this was my old girl back in 1982, I think. I wonder if she's survived. And I went, that looks like my bike. So I zoomed in on the picture, and it was my bike. It was the number plate. I just went, flip's sake. So I then read through the feed, and a few people have looked up and said, oh yeah, it has survived. It's MOT'd. It's currently, on the road. Maybe someone on this forum will get in touch, and say they've got it. So I did. So I took a screenshot of one of my recent photos with the bike, and I sent it on the Facebook page, the forum. And then the guy got in touch, and we swapped numbers, and he told me how in 1982, so at that time the bike was 1 year old, he borrowed some money as a 16-year-old kid off his dad and bought the bike, got his friend to pick it up for him. I think it was Wolverhampton then, and he had to wait till he passed his test, but he basically just looked at this bike all the time, polished it, blah blah. Then he got the test passed. He used the bike, went to sixth form college on it, went on holiday to Wales on it with his pal on the back, and so he told me all about the story. And which time, just look at this scenery, by the way. So this, when I brought the bike up to Scotland, I think 12, 13 years ago, this is the road I came on, and I did 450 miles on that bike to bring it back home. And yeah, so anyway, got in touch with him, and he basically said, look, I would love the bike back. It's my dream to have the bike back, sort of thing. So would you sell it to me? And I'm like, I've had the bike so long, and I've had so many problems with it, engine-wise, since I brought it back to Scotland. I bought an engine for it. The engine was an absolute con. I was ripped off, basically. Lots of faults with the engine. We tried to fix it multiple times at a great expense, and then in the end I managed to find another engine, a really, really good engine, and I had that fitted last year. All the problems solved. I'd had the carbs sent away and rebuilt, the electrics all sent away. I've gone through the bike from tip to toe, and it is absolutely running perfect now. Look at the scenery, by the way. This is the rest to be thankful, and this is a great biking road. You're up in the mountains, in the Arica Alps, basically. Anyway, so we are en route to Gretna Green, and we're going to meet Paul, and he's going to see his bike for the first time in 44 years. It's a crazy story. I said to you, because you do a lot of YouTube videos, don't you?
Yeah.
I said, this would make an absolutely brilliant video for any bike lovers, particularly any Honda Superdream enthusiasts or owners, previous owners. There's so many Superdreams still on the road, whereas the 250 Suzukis, you hardly ever see them because they just weren't built as well as the Superdreams. Not everyone's cup of tea. A lot of people hated them. They were a sort of commuter bike, a bit boring, a bit slow, a bit heavy, but I've loved the bike. From the minute I saw it, when my friend Mark had it many, many years ago, and I went, wow, that is the right colour for that bike, and I just loved it. And I said, if ever you get rid of that bike, please give me first refusal, and that's what he did. So I went down on the train, the bus and train, and went down, made the 450 mile journey to bring her back to Scotland, and the rest's history, really. So that is what we're doing now. We're heading to Gretna Green. Paul's got a van and he's gonna soon be owner once again to the bike that he owned back in 1982. So it's a crazy story. I'm just so glad I could give him his bike back, really. The fact that it has survived it's 45 years old now, and it is so original. The frame is original, the wheels are original, all the paintwork is original. It's got scuffs, it's got battle scars, but call it patina these days. But it turns heads everywhere you go. The sound of that engine, it's not the fastest bike, but it makes you smile, and yeah, I really will miss it. And it's going to go to its new chapter now, so I honestly think that bike will still be running in another 40 years because they were built so well.
And so tell me, what bike are we going to be getting next?
Well, this is where one story to another. So when I heard that I'm going to be losing my bike, it kind of coincided with the time when my Uncle Richard, he's 76 now, and health-wise he's struggling a bit, and his Harley that he bought brand new in 1991, which as a kid I saw every time he came to see us. You'd hear him before you saw him, you'd be excited to see the bike and all the chrome, and I grew up around that bike, went on the back of it as a kid. Well, he's decided that it's time for him to part with it, and I said, well look, if you're definitely going to part with it, I really would love to have it, because I'm getting older, I can't ride the bikes I used to ride, I can't do long journeys because I'm just too sore on me, so I need something really that is, I like the superdream, easy to ride, nice comfortable riding position. So we are going to be bringing back my uncle's Harley back to Scotland, and it is now 35 years old, so I will be bringing a classic Harley back, and that starts a new chapter for me and you, of course, because you're looking on the background.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's exciting times for me and for Paul when he gets his superdream back.
Look at the view one last time.
Right, that's us just about to pull into Gretna services, where we'll be handing over the superdream. We set off at 10 AM on the dot this morning, and Paul set off I think about the same time. It was roughly halfway coming to Gretna Green. He's come from Stowbridge, that's right, and we came from Kintyre Peninsula, so we just turned it off. Yep. And we've got to look for a white boxer van
with adhesive something.
So that's us just pulling into Gretna services, and we're stopping at Gretna because you love Burger King.
Yeah.
Gonna get a wee sneaky Burger King, aren't we?
Yeah. We're not going to tell anyone.
Pulling off the M74 and going to the services. So we're on the borders of Scotland and England now. And my 1981 Superdream will soon no longer be mine. Sad, bittersweet, but also it's quite exciting. Someone who owned it back in the 80s is getting it back. My loss is his gain.
Once again.
Yeah. So, a white van.
It's at the right, he said. There it is.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is.
And he has allowed us to film him
So, put the van
right next to it.
right next to it. Here we are. There we go.
Okay, I'll do another clip of us outside. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, do a transition. 3, 2. Dad?
Right, look at the blankets off her.
I bought a brand new one, but I want it recut.
There she bees. Yeah. Probably fared better than we have over 40 years. Go round to the side as well.
What? What?
Yeah, I bought this on the 70.
Yeah.
I like the way it's worn.
Honda. That's what I say, you don't see that. I said it on the Suzuki's, you don't see many. It says it's in neutral.
Manager there.
Good. Just stop the ramps from. That's it. If you can steady it now. Just really jump down. It's a lot easier getting it in because I did it on the camera drive. Oh, I've done my job. I've got it here safe. Well, that's it. Job's done. I got the girl there safely, no damage, got her loaded on, and in the van, pulls the way down back to Stourbridge, and we are heading back to Scotland. Successful but sad, and yeah, but that's it, it's done, and I'm really chuffed. There's a picture of me and Paul with the bike.
I'll put it up right now.